Yeah, Richie Rich here. I'm just going to do a quick comment here. Everybody wonders, I shouldn't say everyone, but some people might be wondering why I say yao, yao. Basically, that's Vietnamese for rich. That's kind of why I say that. So anyway, Richie Rich, Creative Peaceful Consultant here, coming to you from Vietnam. And today we're going to talk about freedom, which a lot of people right now are not really experiencing in Western cultures, especially with these whole lockdowns and stuff. Hopefully it's not too noisy out here. And I shouldn't just say just Western cultures, a lot of other countries around the world that are locked down too. So get out of here, a little noisy. So people are, like in Vietnam, it's more open than I would say than other. When I mean by more open, more internally open, like far as what you can do, and not so much restrictions. Like you go to other countries, cities are locking down certain cities and certain states or whatever province or territory that may be locking down more, not allowing people to move around so much. Here in Vietnam, that's not the issue. The only issue is if you want to come into Vietnam, then that's can be a bit of an issue because there's really no tourist industry right now, and that's basically globally. There's not the tourist industry is not it's pretty decimated here as well. So other than just internally, like just from the normal people or any expats that are here that are doing any of the tourist stuff, really it's not very good right now for that industry. So anyway, I'm going to talk about freedom and why I'm a freedom type of guy. Like I don't like no restrictions, and people nowadays are really feeling no freedom a lot. So especially when you're being locked down in your house. And God forbid, if you're an older person in a nursing home, I've been hearing some horror stories on that too, being locked down in their home and not be able to see family, friends, so it's not very good. So freedom is I would say it's a very number one important thing that I want, and I think a lot of people would subscribe to that, but then a lot of people are giving their power away to like the government and everything else, other authorities. They're giving them the power to choose what they can do and can't do, and I don't call that freedom at all. Yes, you gotta live within their rules sometimes, but you still gotta take your power back, and as long as you don't hurt anyone, but take your power back and go and feel if you need to be more free, then you need to decide to do that. And that's a big thing right now. People are feeling not free. You're seeing protests around the world. People are not feeling that they are being heard because of certain information and facts that have been coming out. This whole virus is not as bad as they think it is, and it wasn't worth locking down because of the ramifications of what has happened. And since there are going to be a lot of broken homes, suicides, and everything else, so got a little off topic there for a bit. But anyway, freedom is everything. And if you're in the West, especially the Western countries, you need to take your freedom back. And the biggest thing is you got to start at home. And mentally, you gotta feel free inside, not your home, but inside as you as a person, and decide that that's what you want to do, and go forward. So that might mean saying no to a lot of people. When you say no, you're saying yes to yourself. So, for instance, you may be at home and someone comes to you, and you know, could be a family, could be a friend, and they want you to do something. You know, you've always done in the past. No, just to be polite or whatever, and you know, it wasn't a big thing you really wanted to do all the time, but you know, this person's your friend and everything else. So you gotta stand up and say, no, not today. I'm not going to do this today. And today I'm going to do what I feel that's good for me to do. So that's where you start. You gotta start small there and start taking your personal freedom first at home, around your friends and family, and then you progress from there. For me, I decided to move to Vietnam. Even though it's a communist country, I definitely feel there's a lot of freedom here to move around and to do certain things, less regulations and everything else that we are always being told in Western countries that we need to do. And over here is not so much. Yes, there's other, how can I say it? There's other things that are different, a little more, obviously there's a little more different types of corruption. I think there's corruption in every country, there's different types. How it's done over here is totally different, how it's done in Western societies. And so as long as you understand that, and if that's going to be in your, if it's something you need to deal with, you know what you're dealing with. And I've had no issues with that, but if you come over here and start a business and maybe buy a house, there's always a few kickbacks you got to give to people. So that's that aspect of it. So it's a different culture that way as far as doing business and dealing with people. But everything else, it's pretty free country. And Cambodia and Thailand, I can't really overly comment on that, but I think they're pretty close to the same. Maybe especially Thailand now, they've been really decimated with the tourism industry. But they could be around the same type of thing. Every government has its issues. I know a lot of people here don't like the government in certain aspects of it. Some love it a lot, but some don't like it, especially if they're in business. So you just gotta know who you're dealing with and how the laws are and everything else, and then it's not a big deal. Cambodia, it's a little more or less, I would say a little less, how can I put it? I think a little less quality as far as standard of living as in where I'm in Ho Chi Minh compared to Phnom Penh in Cambodia. A little less quality of living conditions, I should say. There's good places to live, don't get me wrong, I hear there's very good places to live, but I mean as a general, around the whole area, it can be a little different. So, but like I said, I'm not an expert on that, and also the other thing too is you need to do some research on that and find out. There's some people on the internet that done some traveling, and you can always ask them and check blogs and stuff as well. So anyway, so the big thing here is getting freedom. And so anyway, I have this report out here. It's called Life Optimization Report. I talk about it every video. Basically, it tells you this is what you need to do. Get the report. It's $50. It's going to direct you in the proper direction on where you need to go. As in where you should be focusing, you as a type of person, where you should be going in type of business. So that can really help you, especially in your freedom, because there's one aspect where one attribute of someone is a homebody, and some people, they don't like going out a lot and everything else. So that's one category of one person. So freedom, even though you want freedom, but you might not be the type of one who wants to travel a lot. You just kind of want to sit here in one location and everything else. So you need to know that. You need to know if that's the type of person you are. And a lot of people, usually they express their negative side of their attributes and then their positive side. So anyway, that's lifeoptimizationreport.com. I have a book out called Operate at Your Peak. You can check that out. Please email me at courageousrich@gmail.com. That's courageousrich@gmail.com. And I will definitely get back to you on that if you would like to get the book or the report. The book is 1997, and that will definitely help you operate at your operate at your peak and what you need to do as well. So that's going to be a benefit for you going forward, because you need to know what all these crazy things going on in your life and everything else, and you need to know this is going to help you add more value to your life and to others as well. Okay, because you don't want to be stuck at home getting in arguments, fighting, and everything else. That kind of and that definitely disrupts your peace, and you need peace in order to have peace, and then that peace will lead you to freedom. So anyway, I am Richie Rich, Creative Peaceful Consultant, and we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.